Okay, so I'm just doing the space challenge or shuttle challenger Wikipedia questions. So, number one, what could NASA have done differently? So after reading the Wikipedia page, I kind of skimmed through some of it, but I honestly think that they could have been more ethical. I mean, they knew that, the disaster could have been a result. They knew that the temperatures were pretty low the day of the launch. And also they knew that it was pretty risky with I believe it was the way that the rocket was built, as well. It wasn't a super trustworthy company, I believe it said, something like that. So honestly, I feel like they should have waited till a different day if they were going to do the launch the same way, or they should have originally just gone with a different model for the spacecraft. Because I think that a lot of those, there was a bunch of different aspects that kind of fed into the unethical aspect of it. So number two, it says, what would Roger, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, have done differently, if anything? So I think that it would have been really, really hard to kind of push your opinion otherwise. I mean, from what I was reading, people were being very, I want to say in a way, what's it called? Like peer pressuring, in a sense. I mean, you get the idea. I feel like he was definitely very pressured into having the launch having to go forward with the launch. And like it even says in the question itself, in answering this question, keep in mind that at his age, the prospect of finding a new job, if he was fired, was slim, and he had a family to support. I mean, that is also really hard and a thing to play into, like that, it would be really hard for him to find a new job. And maybe he was, I don't know, I would think that he was thinking in his head, things could go right and everything could be fine, and almost trying to justify it to himself, even though that is very unethical, because it shouldn't have taken place in the first place. But I think that's probably what he was thinking, things probably are going to be going right. But honestly, I wouldn't have done anything differently myself, because I feel like I'm kind of the same way. Like, I feel like, well, I would feel more responsible in the time. I probably would have pushed a little bit more to schedule it for a different day. Because honestly, like, human lives aren't really worth a job. But I honestly really do see where he's coming from, and maybe I would have reacted similarly. But I do really love, because I mean, it was mentioning in the thing that he left his job, and now he, I believe, is not a motivational speaker, but it was saying that he was speaking up on a lot of these things, like surrounding the ethics of it. And I think that's really cool that he's kind of making awareness in a way. Let me see where it finds it, because I got the page pulled up. So he's a speaker on workplace ethics. So exactly what I was saying earlier. I think that's super cool of him to do that and kind of spread awareness, trying to make things right in a way, almost trying to fix his wrong or whatever. So number three says, what do you see as your future engineering professional responsibilities in relation to both being loyal to management and protecting the public welfare? I think, like I said earlier, that human lives are worth more than a mission. They're worth more than your job. Honestly, if you can do anything to prevent people getting hurt, I think that's the biggest priority, whether it is losing your job or not. I mean, going back to the second question, I'm sure there's something else that he could have done with his job. Maybe it was his dream job. I mean, it was his new job. He's probably really excited about it. But I mean, honestly, human lives aren't really worth, keeping your job for, like, you know what I mean? So I honestly think that it is more important to put ethics first, to put public welfare before being loyal to management. And, speaking out. I mean, he told them that, things weren't going to end very well, that things could go wrong. But I mean, honestly, like, putting your foot down and saying, no, we need to take care of the people, the public welfare. We need to treat the public welfare as more important than this project, than, being loyal to management. So thank you.